Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about Terra Luna. If you have not been paying attention to the chart, today the whole crypto market has been really explosive, and especially Terra 2.0 is up close to 90%. And there is a huge factor affecting it. Even Terra Classic did have a small pullback, but it's because a lot of people decided to take profit, but burns might be coming in. Also, the staff of Terraforms is getting into a little trouble from authorities. There's a lot to talk about today. But before we get into it, if you're here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Luna, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video. It is completely free to do so, but if you do decide to do it, just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people see the incredible side of Luna. They decide to put their trust into it. It starts spiking up and all of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, first of all, let's talk about Terra Classic, and I want to show you guys something pretty interesting. So the trading volume for the last 24 hours is up close to 360%, and it is sitting close to 342 million. Now keep in mind the market cap is also up 19% because the price did have a surge, and it is sitting close to 800 million. The trading volume to the market cap ratio is close to 42%, which is up a tiny bit from yesterday, and as it gets higher and higher, the price is most likely going to keep climbing. Now keep in mind the trading volume could mean that the market did decide to go the other way as well, as if you do decide to look at the price, you can see since the big surge we had about 24 hours ago, we did have a strong pullback as a lot of retail investors and a lot of people decided to take profit. We're down close to 34% from the high that we did create, and I think it is still looking good, and there is a huge reason why we did have a pushback, because the money that was taken out of the market of Terra Classic was actually put into Terra 2.0, because Terra 2.0 is up close to 90%, and you can see the trading volume is up close to 217%, and it is sitting close to 470 million, which is just absurd. Now keep in mind the market cap and also the circulating supply has not been confirmed by CoinMarketCap team yet. You know, after a big listing, usually CoinMarketCap team takes about 7 days before they get all the listing and everything done properly. You can see the market cap, just an estimate, is close to 2.2 billion, suggesting a lot of money did flow into Terra 2.0, and the circulating supply is sitting close to 210 million. What I really like is the max cap, which is a billion. That was the biggest problem with Luna Classic. There was no max cap, so people could just keep going, and at the same time that is exactly what caused the whole of the crash to happen. If you remember initially, if there was a max cap, after UST kept minting, we would have actually come to the max cap and then the price would have slowed down. But because there was no max cap, and before Kwon and the team could react, the circulating supply was already so high up. If you do decide to look at the charts now, the charts have started to be reset, and now they actually work properly with Terra Luna 2.0. And if we decide to look from here, you can see since the charts have fixed themselves, we have come up close to 200%. So if you did decide to buy close to $3 right now, your money would have been nearly doubled or even tripled if it was at the peak time. Personally, I still think that there is a lot of room to go, because in less than 6 to 8 hours, Binance listing for Terra 2.0 will be done. And keep in mind that could have a small dump, but over time, it is going to be a very positive impact. Right now, we could see a strong pullback because the people will receive their airdrop that did decide to hold their initial Luna Classic inside of Binance, and when they do receive their airdrop, a lot of people will just decide to dump it straight away because they do not have trust in the token anymore, and a lot of people will decide to hold. So if there is a pullback, that is very likely. Just keep in mind that it will come back up as it has been doing right now. Something that a lot of you guys will be happy about is everyone on Twitter keeps spreading this word. I propose all exchanges to burn Luna Classic using the fee from trading. In this way, we will kill many zeros. Not just this account, but there is so many people proposing this to a lot of different exchanges, because Mexi was the first one to go ahead and talk about this, and a lot of other people decided to go ahead and tell other exchanges such as Binance that make so much money from it A lot of people started asking Binance, which also makes a lot of money from it, to do the exact same thing. If this does happen, this would be pretty insane, and I know a lot of people are sending their Luna Classic to the burn address. That is obviously also going to help. Another thing is Terra Labs employee prohibited for intentional Luna UST price manipulation. Now this is some big things that have started to come out. South Korean authorities have initiated queries into the Terra ecosystem wide crash that unfolded earlier this month. According to the local media reports, Korean prosecutors have summoned all the former employees of Terra Labs to investigate whether there was an internal price manipulation among these issues. And this is going to be looking into a lot of things, and if it does come out that this was intentional, even if one person was part of it, that is going to have a very negative impact in the whole of the ecosystem, because a lot of people will lose trust. Right now people still think that it was attacked by a third party, and this was just a mistake, as it was just a deck of cards that just decided to fall over. But if it comes out that there was someone internal that was involved, that is going to have a very negative impact. Another thing is Kwon continued Terra project despite warnings of its imminent collapse, company's employee reveal. Now, the company employees were not happy to the fact that Kwon knew that the new Luna 2.0 could also crash if they do not take their time and make sure it is perfect, but he still went on with it. Right now it did work out well, but there was still a chance that this could have been a major disaster, but right now it is still looking good, and hopefully it does not come into more problems anytime soon. Another thing is Bitcoin, or close to 80,000 Bitcoins, were dumped by the Terra LFG quickly, scooped up by hungry entities. Now the reason they dumped the 80,000, it was the reserves that they were holding onto, and they wanted to make sure that they have flow of cash that can be used at any time, and the only way they can do it is if they just convert it completely into cash, and that was exactly done, and there was a lot of entities that were willing to buy it off them. Another thing is lucky investors that exited just before the Terra crash, some of them being Petra Capital. They decided to book their profit at 100x. Then also CMCC Global, they decided to also take profit. There was a lot of people that just decided to take profit before the whole dump. They would be very happy with that, let's just say that. Now, crypto lender Celsius partly responsible for Terra's collapse, says Nesson. Nesson has been looking pretty closely with the whole how the crash happened and stuff like that, and these are some big accusations that are coming out towards Celsius. Celsius has been part of all this, and it's just scary to think that maybe as more things are looked into, maybe Celsius might be getting into trouble from South Korean authorities as well, and we will just have to keep you guys up to date with it. If you do want to stay up to date with everything, make sure you guys do subscribe. And finally, I want to show you guys this. Nassim Talim claims that Terra Kwon is most dangerous than Bernie. Now, I do see what he's trying to say, due to the fact that the money that was lost in the first Luna crash is not a joke. It is insane amount of money, and it is scary, because if this Ponzi scheme happens again with Terra 2.0, I don't know how many people will not be happy with. I personally think that would be absurd, as a lot of people are having a lot of faith in Terra 2.0. You can let me know down in the comment section, but other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, do want to stay up to date with everything, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.